This during the hearing, and I'll say it again. I have learned an incredible amount of information about Tina, and when she was in her prime, she was a force of nature. She was a fantastic lawyer, and she fought as hard as anyone fought. What we learned and what we discussed in the hearing was that there was a time when there was a decline, and that her skills were no longer at the same level that they were at in the early 90s. And, you know, again, this isn't something that we didn't bring up in court. It is our position that what happened to her is she started to lose control of her operation. Her health suffered, and she wasn't the same lawyer in 1999 that she was in 1990. And I take no joy in that, but based on literally dozens of people who I've spoken to, that is our impression of it. And it's not to disparage her in any way, because you know, in some bizarre sense, I feel a kinship with her, because I understand the battles that she had gone through, and I understand that any mistakes that occurred were not from lack of effort, but that when people are not firing on all cylinder, mistakes get made and things slip through the cracks.
Is anger
just like maybe, how about like 2 more questions from anyone else?
Yeah, what do you think about the state's claim that people since there's so much attention that people associated with the defense were cyberbullying, and then the attempt to have an anonymous witness, which sort of failed quickly, and what about that whole state of affairs?
I think it's absurd. I think there's a reason why we have hearings and trials in public. And I believe in the First Amendment. You know, I believe that the public needs to know how things happen in our court system, and that is one of the things that ensures that our system is fair. So, you know, I just believe in full disclosure, and I believe in transparency, and I think that I understand there are competing concerns, and no one wants to see someone else get hurt. And I think that the judge in this particular case did a really good job of balancing those 2 interests in keeping the proceeding open and transparent and protecting someone who, although I don't think that individual was harmed in any way, and I found him to be absolutely delightful, and I think everyone in the courtroom did. He was great. Did everyone love him?
I'm sure you did.
And I'm not saying that because of, I'm not just saying that because of the content of his testimony. I just thought he was a delightful guy. So, like I said, I think the judge did a good job of creating an environment where that gentleman could testify and be offered the full respect of the court, and also maintaining the important need for transparency in the proceedings.
Have you been
Last
given
question.
any sort of timetable from the judge and when he might rule?
Fenton, how many questions have you asked now?
That's the last one. It's my
I'm
last
just-
one.
I'm kidding. I'm kidding. No, so go ahead.
Do you have any timetable from the judge and when he might rule?
I have no idea. I have had post-conviction cases in which judges have taken a year to rule. I don't think this will take nearly that long. I expect, well, my guess is that it will be a little quicker than normal. Last question right here.
How far are you prepared to go with the case?
I have told my client that as long as he wants me to represent him, I will fight till the bitter end. If we lose this, I will appeal. If we lose the appeal, we'll go to federal court. We will do everything we possibly can. You know, I might be 80 years old still litigating this case, but if that's what it takes, I will not give up on Adnan Syed. All right, thanks a lot.